welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a moving vlog, and I want to say a big thank you to Upward Dating for working with me on this video. I cannot wait to tell you guys more about them here in a little bit, but as for now, I just finished my very last quiet time in this room, which is so crazy and honestly just super surreal. I feel like it hasn't really set in, but it was my last one because I am moving today. So I'm gonna drink some matcha and we're gonna fill you guys in. Let me just set this down so we can chat. So it was a video I put up probably I think in September sometime, but it was the cleaning out my room video. I had told you guys that my parents were selling their house, they're just moving within the area, and that I was sort of at a crossroads of figuring out what was going to be next for me, because I knew I was going to be moving out on my own, but just figuring out the where and all of that kind of stuff. And so I haven't given an update since then, and the reason for that is that we had a delay with the house selling process, and then a couple weeks ago we officially got the word that it was going to be December 27th, and today is the 22nd, and so we are all moving today, so we're not having to deal with that for Christmas. Part of what I had been deciding between, has been a lot of decisions I feel like I've been having to make in the last couple months, but one of those decisions was where I wanted to move, and I was thinking through whether I wanted to move and stay in the area or do a bigger move potentially out of state. And there was a lot of back and forth on that and praying about it and talking to people, but when it ultimately came time to need to make a decision, it just became really clear that the doors that God was opening were doors to stay here, and that was the next right step, just with a bunch of different factors going into that. And so I definitely feel like there could still be a bigger move down the road, but I think for right now this was definitely the right next step for me, and so I am so excited about it. I am going to be moving into an apartment, and so hopefully I'll be able to show you some clips of that later on in this video towards the end. Once we get everything over there, it'll just be literally dumping everything into the apartment today, and then I'm heading out of town for a couple days for Christmas, and so I won't actually be able to like set things up and get it organized until after I'm back, but I'll give you a little sneak peek of where I'm going to be living. My parents are also moving out today into their new place, which is about 30 minutes away, so today's gonna be crazy. There's a lot going on. My brother and dad just went to go pick up a moving truck for my parents, and thankfully for me, I don't have as much stuff to move because it's just a room instead of a whole house, and so I've got a couple friends coming over in a little bit to help me move, and one of them is bringing a truck, and so we're just gonna make a bunch of trips. But like I said, I'm just really excited for this next step and to have my own place and to be able to decorate it, and so I'm excited for all of the moving and decor content that is to come. And then I will have a roommate, so for those of you who did watch the Nashville vlogs, it's gonna be Anna, the friend who did that whole trip with me, and I'm just so excited because I feel like we live really well together. We have similar living styles and just get along really well, and I've known Anna for a really long time, but her and I have become closer friends within the past year through a lot of different things that have happened. Honestly, there were a lot of changes that happened at our church towards the beginning of the year, and we kind of became close through going through that together and just talking through it. And then when quarantine happened in March, we joined like a little accountability text group with our other friend Marissa, where we would just send each other texts when we worked out, and then it just became this ongoing group text thing. And then her and I did Nashville for a month, which was a huge way that we got a lot closer, and then just also getting closer through processing different dating situations in both of our lives over the course of this year, which actually leads me to the sponsor that I mentioned earlier in this video, which is Upward Dating, and I'm so excited to be working with them. So Upward is a super simple to use free dating app, and like I was saying, with being able to process all of this dating stuff with Anna, I feel like just with dating in general, there's so many different stages or places you can be at within that. Maybe you are going on dates, or maybe you have been dating one person and trying to figure out and see if things are going to progress into a relationship, and there's just, again, so many places you can be at within that, so many different emotions, whether you are excited or frustrated or discouraged or whatever. But in all of that, I feel like one of the sweet things about being in that stage and dating is having friends who are also going through the same thing with you, and just being able to share in that with them and talk through, you know, a date you were really excited about, or laugh about an awkward one, but just having friends who are in that same stage of life with you who get it, and just being able to talk through it. And And so I actually made a video probably about a year ago now on should Christians do online dating. And in that video, I shared some of my own experiences with online dating in the past, and also just shared some indications that online dating might be a good thing for you to try, or something that God wants to use in your life. And so I really kind of just unpacked that in that video and gave some questions to think through, and just tried to bring a biblical perspective to that. So definitely check out that video if you want to hear more of my thoughts on that. But in short, I think that online dating is an incredible tool that God can use to bring somebody into your life. And I have friends who have gotten married through doing it. And I think even just the process as you're going on dates and putting yourself out there in that way, it can just be a huge tool that God uses to grow you. And then especially now in 2020, with this weird world that we're living in, with the world being shut down and it just being harder to meet people organically, I think again it can just be a really great tool that God uses to help you meet like-minded people. And so if online dating is something that you have been wanting to try, or even feeling like God could be leading you to take that step in doing it, then Upward is the perfect app for you to do that. I just really love what Upward is doing because of their mission. Their mission, simply put, is to create a faith-based community for single Christian men and single Christian women to connect and to meet based off of shared values and shared beliefs and shared interests and likes. And that right there is such a huge part of it. Just finding somebody who shares those things, shares that passion and that love for Jesus. And so if this is something that you've been wanting to try, I think that this is a great way to find somebody who shares your beliefs and who's also wanting a God-centered relationship. Like I said, it's super simple to use. You can make a profile in minutes and match with faith-based singles in your area. One of my best friends is actually using this app right now, and so it's been super fun to hear about the dates that she's going on and just see it from her end. And one of the things she was sharing with me as she's been using it that I think is a really cool, unique feature is that if she matches with somebody who she doesn't maybe feel like she's necessarily a fit with, but she thinks, oh, this guy would be really great for my friend, then if that friend also has Upward, she can actually send that match to her friend and say, hey, like I don't think him and I would be a great fit, but thought you might like this guy. And so she can send it to her friend. And she was telling me she's actually done that with one of her friends who's also on the app. And so once again, if online dating is something that you have been wanting to try, I think that Upward is the perfect app for you. And so if you want to download it, you can download it for free through the link in my description. I am going to start getting stuff ready because, like I said, my friends are on their way in about an hour. And so I'm just going to be kind of going through and getting stuff ready so that once they get here, we can just start moving, and I'll take you guys along with me. Let's get packing. My brother just, stop. Cody, stop. Cody just stole my vlog camera. Say hi to my brother.
I'm still running.
Yeah.
Vlog the mess underneath your dresser.
It's not that bad.
I'll show you.
My car, all filled up. Time to move. So here's the situation. We got all the stuff in the apartment. Between Anna and I, we had like 4 people helping us move. And so with the 4 cars, we were actually able to do it in one trip. I think we went back for like a couple things, but we are in the new apartment. I will give you a quick little tour. Here is the kitchen area and our living room. This fireplace, we are gonna paint it white. We already got permission from our landlord. I'll put some pictures in here of friends we have that live in this complex and how it looks white and how they've styled it, because it's real cute. Very excited. And then we've just got some tape out here right now. We were measuring the couch that we're looking at just to see how it would fit. It's like a little sectional with a piece that comes out here. So I think we're gonna do that one. We'll probably get like an area rug, and then Anna was just looking at coffee tables. Here is the little dining room spot over there. So we still need to look at tables. It's gonna be, I have to remind myself it's just gonna take time and it's all gonna come together. And then down here, say hi. Hi. My roomie. Here's Anna's bathroom. And then Do you care if I show your room?
No, go for it.
Her room over here, we literally just threw everything in here, so it's gonna be a while. Here's mine. So I have all sorts of ideas for what I wanna do. I'll probably end up changing things around a little bit. Still need to make the bed, as you can see. And here is the closet. Oh, the lighting's kind of funky. And lots of boxes to unpack, and then the bathroom over here. So again, I will definitely keep you guys updated as we decorate and all that kind of stuff. Both Anna and I were living with our parents before, so this is sort of the first real time we have our own place to decorate and to just make a home and to have our own kitchen and all that kind of stuff. So I am really looking forward to that. I think that I'm gonna head back to my parents' house right now and just kind of like vacuum and clean up my room so it's ready for the new buyers and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna try to edit a video because, like I said, I'm heading out of town tomorrow, so I won't actually get to like really unpack and start to get settled until the 27th, a couple days after Christmas. But like I said, I also just wanted to kind of take a moment to process and say goodbye to our house. And yeah, it's just surreal. I don't think I'm even gonna sleep there tonight since my bed is here. And my parents are taking the couches for tonight before they fully move into their new place. So, but I'm gonna go by and say goodbye to it, and probably hang out there until I get my video edited because we don't have internet here yet. And then maybe do some laundry and then pack for tomorrow. So here's my room all cleared out. Empty closet. I guess it's time to say goodbye to this room. I feel like I wanted to have some profound moment of just saying goodbye to this home, but I feel like I'm in such go mode right now that it's kind of hard to settle. But yeah, we moved in here when I was 10, and there's just a lot of memories in this room. It was first like a Tweety bird theme with lime green and yellow colors on the wall, or paint on the wall, and then there was one point when I painted this wall over here. I did like a zebra pattern. That was, I think, like when I came home for winter break my freshman year of college. Me and one of my best friends, Heather, spent like 2 full days painting it that way. And then like 5 months later, my parents did a bunch of remodeling and ended up painting it to this color over here. And I remember when they did that, they had like opened up the walls to redo everything, and I had written Bible verses in my closet over there on the like wood structure beams and stuff like that. And yeah, there's just so many memories in this house. It's just weird to think that I can't come back home. Like, this won't be my parents' home anymore, and their new home won't really feel like home because I never have lived there. So just a weird thing, but I'm excited for new beginnings. And even just I ended up making my bed after I showed you guys a clip of my new room. I am so excited to get it all set up and to decorate and to just make that feel like home, and it'll be so cozy and just a fun new chapter. But it's goodbye to this one. I have to come back over here in the morning anyways to upload the video because of the internet, so I think I may just come over and do like my quiet time and everything here in the morning and take some time to journal, because honestly I'm just way too tired right now. But I'm gonna do a load of laundry, and then I think Anna and I are gonna do the typical takeout on the floor of our living room with no couch and no table type roomy night thing for our first night in the apartment. But before I do that, I want to read you guys something I read in my quiet time today. I kind of deviated from my normal plan and just decided I wanted to read from John 10. And so I want to read you these verses that are just really encouraging. This has always been one of my favorite chapters. But it says, "Truly, truly, I say to you, he who does not enter the sheepfold by the door, but climbs in by another way, that man is a thief and a robber. But he who enters by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the gatekeeper opens. The sheep hear his voice, and he calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. A stranger they will not follow, but they will flee from him, for they do not know the voice of strangers." I just love this chapter. It's always been such a comforting chapter to me, just recognizing the character of Jesus, because Jesus is sort of using this metaphor as a shepherd for himself. And it's talking about how he cares for his sheep, how he calls his own sheep by name, that he knows your name, he calls you by name, and that his sheep know his voice and they hear his voice and they follow him. And so I think that the more we spend time with Jesus, the more we learn to recognize his voice. And love that metaphor of the shepherd that he uses for himself, that he is our good shepherd, because I think it just shows that gentle, caring aspect of Jesus's character. And yeah, that he cares for us and that he knows us and that he goes before us and he is leading us. And so I read that this morning and it was encouraging to me and I wanted to share it with you. I don't even remember what the last update was at this point because I'm so tired, but I ended up deciding to just do laundry at the apartment. I just brought home detergent from my parents' house because I didn't have any yet, but check it out. Here is my bed. We're gonna be changing it up a little bit, but I have a place to sleep tonight. Anna is picking up Thai food and she's on her way to the apartment. We're gonna do pad Thai and green curry. I'm so excited to eat and it'll be our first little meal in the apartment. It is 8 p.m. and we're finally eating dinner. Thai food, we've got some green curry and pad Thai.
In Chinese food containers.
Because we have no bowls yet and spoons, and then we have no table, and we're using her hotspot to watch a movie. And this is our Christmas tree because when you move on December 22nd, that's what happens. But it's our first little roomie night.
We're excited.
And we're so excited to decorate this place and excited for all the moving and home decor content to come. But thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you again to Upward Dating for sponsoring this video. If you want to check them out, use the link down in my description to download it for free. But thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye. You have to blow a kiss. Bye.